Hey y'all, and welcome to another episode of Highly Talkative, where we get high in conversation and discuss many topics from personal to community to anything that's going on in the world. So sit back, get cozy, and let me talk to you. Let's go.
Alright, so check it. I'm sitting in my car right now waiting for my grandmother to get done with her blood work test. And ever since last week, I've just been feeling tired in the sense of like, I just want to sleep. I don't want to do anything. Um, we have so much stuff coming up and going on. I don't even know where to honestly start. Still in football season. Honestly, I'm just kind of over it. I'm drained. My pockets are drained. Like, it's just, I want to do this last tournament that's coming up this weekend and then just really call it quits until next season because I'm tired. Like, football is just consuming my life, I feel like, and I'm really just over it. Still not in the Christmas spirit. Decorations are just up. Haven't played any Christmas music. Haven't brought any Christmas gifts because football is taking it all out of me. Um, Therapy's been going really good for the soul. I have been digging into the death of my mom, past relationships and other stuff, but I think that also has to do with why I'm so drained, and not in a bad way, but again, I'll reiterate, when people say therapy is hard work, they literally mean that, because after my session, I feel so good, but I'm also so drained. I want to take a nap. Like, just put me to sleep, please. So that's just kind of been like the gist of everything. I don't think this episode is going to be too long because I don't want to keep ranting about the same things over and over. But that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Uh, this football tournament this weekend, luckily, is going to be like locally based, so I don't have to drive too far out. Yeah, that's just a blessing. I think I'm just I think I'm really just tired of doing everything on my own. Honestly, I think that's really what it is. I think it's draining me, and maybe that's something, I also take up with my therapist in next week's session, because I've kind of been like talking about it but not really, but doing it on my own is literally draining. Like, having co-parents, quote unquote, well, we don't even co-parent, but having like my children's, whatever you want to call them, because in my opinion they're not fathers, sorry, not sorry, but they don't help with shit, like nothing at all. One of them stays in the club, the other one thinks that it's a sad story, and I think it's more so taking a toll on me this week, because I did mention something about it in therapy where I was basically just like, you know I don't get any help really, and it's really draining. Like, I'm the one taking them to and from football practice. I'm the one taking them to and from football games, to and from school, paying for every sporting event that they get put in, fronting the bill on everything while their dads are out doing God knows what, staying in the club 25/8, quote unquote, club promoters. It's a lot. It's draining. I wish I would have just given my kids better fathers, honestly. If that's anything in life I regret, I don't regret my kids at all. I love them dearly, but my choice in men are just very shitty. Very, very shitty. And I think that's why I'm so firm on my boundaries now. Like, I'll be single before I enter any type of relationship again with anybody that is not on the same level as me, or trying to be on the same level as me, or can even meet me halfway. Like, even my past relationship drained me. Like, it really drained me with all the trauma I was going through. It was like he was the only one that could be stressed. He was the only one that could be sad. He was the only one that could be going through anything. I really didn't have time to feel, grieve, go through my emotions with him. So now I think that because I'm in therapy, it's all finally getting to come out because somebody is actually listening to me. And that's just the draining part. Like, that's the part where, you come to realization and you're just like, holy fucking shit, bro. But I'm working through it and I'm proud of myself for it. And, I am a very strong woman. I value myself. I give myself grace. And I'm proud of myself because it takes a lot to do what I do. And going in this with a third child, like it's even harder, but more bearable. I mean, her dad isn't, I don't know. I don't know either about her dad, but yeah, it's just, I wish I knew more what I wanted out of a man for real before I just like jumped in relationships. Now, I'm not even talking about her dad, I'm just talking about like previously, because I think knowing all of that would have kind of like trickled into helping me feel better about myself, like, in the present. But at the end of the day, you go through it, you grow through it, and you learn from it. So that's just, where I'm sitting with that. Sorry, this episode wasn't like, oh, ha, rah, 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 whatever, but that's really, so I guess, that's really what a podcast is about, being open, being vulnerable, being truthful, being who you are, and you attract who you attract. The audience will like it. If they like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. I'm just very appreciative for the way I distribute myself when it comes to my podcast. I didn't just stick with one platform. I finally ventured out to other platforms, and I'm seeing numbers grow. I mean, they're not like the best numbers or whatever, but they're numbers that are better than what they were before. So I can't really complain. I'm very grateful for that. I've also been getting a lot of positive feedback. I mean, of course, it's like from family and friends because, nobody wants to utilize the email that I keep throwing out there for feedback, suggestions, or anything. So I'll throw it out there one more time. If you have any feedback, suggestions, if you want to be on the show, like a guest speaker or anything, email me at highlytalkative@gmail.com and I will respond because I don't have a lot of traffic flow going through there right now. So it's not like I'll miss the email or have an excuse of missing the email. But the feedback that I do get from friends and family, I really do appreciate it. And please don't think it just has to be positive feedback. If you think I could use a better mic, if you hear more background noises, if there's anything on the production side that you guys would prefer to hear or know or make better when it comes to listening to the podcast as well, please let me know. And not to mention, I watched the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives reunion, and I would hate to say that they could have saved that reunion, but they really could have done a lot better with that reunion. Somebody need to put Demi ass in her place because, baby girl, who are you talking to? You can't be talking to me like that. That's a hell to the fuck to the no. That's just absurd to me. They really didn't get to the bottom of anything, I don't feel like, especially with like how people were being accused of certain things and like there wasn't no real clarity. I need like receipts. I just expected it to be a lot more juicier and I don't know, I'm not going to say informative, but I really thought it was going to be more juicier, and I really thought that they were going to get down to like the bottom of things, but they didn't, in my opinion. We need a redo on that, or bring in season 4 quickly, because what the actual fuck? Like, it didn't blow my mind in a good way, but I was really sitting on my couch like, oh my god, I was this excited to watch this reunion, and you guys failed me. Why? I was looking, maybe I was too excited to watch it, which is why it wasn't what I expected. My son also, my oldest son, I know we was already talking football, but I completely forgot to touch base on this. My oldest son had a football tournament out in San Antonio that, excuse me, I had to scramble last minute for because I just wasn't prepared. Hotel, everything. It ended up being a really good trip. I got to go to one of my favorite restaurants out there in San Antonio. Shout out to Comfort Cafe. If you guys have never been there, and you're in the San Antonio area, please look it up. It goes to such a great cause, and it's like the food there is amazing, and they give you really big portions. Like I couldn't even finish my goddamn French toast, and I love French toast. Like, it was great. So again, if you guys are ever in the San Antonio area out in Texas, try to get into Comfort Cafe if you can, and then let me know how you liked it, because again, it was amazing. I loved it. I can't keep expressing how much it was good to me. This is so random, but I just had like a mini breakdown, and again, it just makes me thankful for the therapy that I'm going through, because as I'm having this little breakdown or whatever, I can remember this homework that my therapist had me do, where I basically like asked myself 4 questions. It's, well, not even 4 questions, but wrote down 4 things that I needed to kind of categorize, and then I guess like kind of make bullet points within. And it was like, 1, acknowledge and accept your feelings. 2, express to the right people. 3, honor the commitment to yourself. And 4, be present in the good moments. Like, with that, you have like vivid memories, smells, and all of this. And as I'm really like spazzing out and like breaking down and literally crying, I'm like, I need somebody to talk to. I don't want to reach out to my therapist about this just yet. Like, I just need somebody to talk to. And then it just made me very grateful and very thankful, because I could lean on number 2, which is express to the right people. And it makes my heart full to know that I can literally turn to somebody regarding something that I'm going through, and they can understand my level of frustration and kind of talk me through it, and not like belittle me, judge me, or make me feel worse about it. So I just wanted to give myself a little bit of grace there. Try to calm down a little bit. Of course, journal and see how I feel tomorrow. I might even end up going to the gym and try to like work this out a little bit, because the way this whole situation really made me feel was just so uneasy. I don't know what to do. I don't want to say the wrong things. Like, I needed a breather. And crazy thing, speaking about her, as I was in the middle of like ranting about it, she calls me to talk to me, and literally I feel so much more at ease about things. Like, I'm still kind of upset with how things went, but having that person that you can really talk to, that helps you, makes you feel like not necessarily your yes man, because I don't want a yes man, but talking me through it means a lot to me. So shout out to her. She already knows who she is, because I told her that I was recording this podcast, and I was literally just talking about it, and then she calls. So, again, shout out to her, and I kind of can't wait to tell my therapist about this either, just to kind of pinpoint on the homework that we did cover, just to like let her know that the solidification is literally in the pudding. Like, the proof is in the pudding. Like, yeah. So we're gonna get off of that. We're gonna switch things up. There are 2 shows that I've kind of been watching really hard lately. One of them is season 4 of The Fresh Prince. I've been catching up on that, but I was on episode 7, which is the episode right before the last episode, I think. But I was on episode 7, and everything that Viv was going through when it came to like giving birth and missing her mom and feeling like she couldn't do it, I literally resonated with so much. Like, I was literally in my bed watching it, like, oh my god, like, is this a sign for me to like be watching this? Because wow, like, having the same exact feelings, the same exact thoughts, but then realizing or seeing how because she even had like a midwife slash doula, seeing how they were able to assist and like make her feel better, and she was able to welcome the baby. It's just, I don't know if this sounds dumb to say, but it's just reassuring. Like, I really felt like my mom was telling me, like, it's going to be hard, but I'm always going to be there with you. Like, don't ever think that I'm not there, because I am. So, if you guys watch that, just know that it resonated with me very well, but it was also like a pretty good season. Like,
I think this was kind of one of the best seasons that they had out of The Fresh Prince. It kind of makes me sad that this is where it ends. I wish it was continuing because I want to see like how Will ends up in the future. I want to see how Ashley does in Baldwin Hills. I want to see like how the baby grows up, like the way excuse me, now my kids are like moving around upstairs, so you'll probably like hear them. But that's something that I really wish I like that they would do. So we'll just see how that goes. The second show that I've been watching is Tiffany Haddish Goes Off. I've been watching it on Peacock. I don't know what platform it actually comes on, but it's the first season. I was watching episode 5, and they were on like this spiritual journey, and I kind of really resonated with, I want to say her name was Sparkle, which was one of the best friends, but also a sister of a friend in the group. Her sister is more like, Christian, Baptist, God ridden, and she's more like on the spiritual path or whatever. And I can resonate with her because I've also been on my like own spirituality path, but thankfully if I have family that judges me, they don't openly say it, but from what I know, I don't have family that judges me. They welcome it with open arms because the way that I see it, we manifest, y'all pray. I mean, we pray too, but manifesting is manifesting. We're all kind of working towards the same thing. Like Christians, Baptists believe in a higher power. We believe in our ancestors. In my head, it's the same thing. Now, I could be wrong, but this is just how I view it. Like, I even have really good friends who are Christians, and I'm not gonna say they live in the church because that's overboard, but they do like a lot of good church work. Like, they're good Christian people, and I love that for them. I don't judge them for that, and I don't ever feel like they judge me for my spirituality either. Like, we can literally sit and have conversations about each thing, and I don't feel like any judgment is passed either way. Like, we're very supportive within one another. Again, I'll recommend another show, which is the Tiffany Haddish Goes Off. It's literally like her version of a girls' trip. She's taken her and her best friends to Africa, and they're on like this month-long vacation and going to different cities or whatever throughout Africa, doing different journeys, doing different things, and I really enjoyed watching it. So you guys should tune in too, watch that, and then reach back out to me and let me know how you like it, or if I might have misinterpreted something wrong. Another thing that I've been doing lately is I've been spending time with my grandma. I've been really like her main source of transportation lately, so I've been trying to make it a habit of, when I'm dropping her or taking her back home, I'm not just dropping her off. I'm actually, taking her in the house. I'll spend a little bit of time with her, and then, I'll leave. I think moments like that really mean a lot, especially when I have baby girl. It'll help her be around her more, especially because I think she's going to remind all of us a lot of my mom. And I just can't wait to see what she looks like and hold her. And I know that sounds weird to say when I say look like, but my girl is so stubborn. I think she's gonna be like absolutely drop dead gorgeous. Olandria, look out, clock, clock, clock. Just kidding, but no, for real. Because I feel like my baby girl's gonna be like the next Black Barbie for real. She hates for her face to be seen. She has not let me see like an actual profile. I've gotten one good, like maybe one or two good pictures of her while she's been in the womb. And from the pictures, I'm like, oh my God, she's so cute. Like, look at her lips and her little nose. But it's literally just like a glimpse, nothing too good. Like a little peek show. So I'm hoping that when my next ultrasound comes up, she's she's gonna show us a little something, something. Because girlfriend, please, your mom really wants to see. Another thing that has been going on is my son had his first school performance. My youngest had his first school performance that he actually participated in. I know this sounds bad, but I think it's his first. I can't remember him doing any other performances, and if he did, he might have. Girl, I don't remember. My memory has been like terrible, and that's something that I'm also working on because it should be like a really good, vivid memory. But I can't remember if it was him or his brother's stuff that I was going to. So for right now, this was his first. school recital, and he was so cute and so nervous. And when he seen me in the crowd, like, he was so excited and waving. I should have, like, I wish I would have took a video, because it was literally like one of those moments where you see on Facebook or whatever when they're like, parents showing up really matter, and the son's like looking around, or the daughter's like looking around for their mom or dad. They think they're not there, so they're looking all sad, and then boom, all of a sudden they see their parents, and now like they're happy, big cheesy. That's literally how he was today. And I was just like, oh my God, my baby is so cute. Like, I love him. Yeah. So there's that. If you have not noticed, I'll be all over the place. And for those of you know, y'all know, but for those of you don't, it's not a crutch for me, but I have ADHD. So I'm literally all over the place. Y'all got to keep up with me. I'll be talking about one thing, and then I'll drift off to another, then bring it back, and then like intertwine them. But just keep up with me. Your girl is trying, but shout out to all my people who have ADHD. Like, we we're a struggle, but we are a great struggle. Let's just throw that out there. Next week, I have my glucose test for my pregnancy. And I'm a little nervous about that, because I don't want to have gestational diabetes. The way I feel like I've been lately is okay, but your girl loves soda. Dr. Pepper, which is terrible. It's brown soda. It's caffeine. It's horrendous. Same thing with coffee. Like, those are my go-tos. I love those so much. I can't let them go, but I be trying to, because I know it's bad for me. But Lord, I just love the soda. Y'all, my youngest just told me that one of my dogs pissed on my pregnancy pillow, and I'm ready to fight them. I'm ready to turn their asses into hot dogs, for real, because what the actual fuck. Tonight is just a stressful night, okay? All right. So, let's try to get back on track. I'm also meeting with my doula next week, which is going to be the first time we meet up. Um, we've been trying to meet up, but I think I've mentioned this before too. She's been running into like a lot of births while we've been supposed to meet up, and then like our times just don't intertwine sometimes, because she wants to meet on the weekends, and I'm like, girl, weekends are for football. I don't know if I can make that swing, but I can try. But we finally have something set in stone, so I'm hoping that it stays that way. Manifesting that nobody goes into labor. Sorry for anybody that she's caring for this week, or this upcoming week. But let me have a moment with my doula, please. Like, let me see her face. Let us go over this birthing plan. Let me feel a little bit better about things. Let us go over like some breathing techniques. Like, let me see my girl, because I really need that to kind of feel a little bit more at ease. I've also just been like trying to also like prepare myself, even in the event that I don't think I'm not going to get to meet her, but I just want to be as proactive as possible, honestly. And that also factors me going to the chiropractor. Like, I want to try to do that at least once a month until I give birth, maybe twice a month, just so I can get the massages, get my body aligned, and really prep my body in my head. I've been seeing like stuff about dates on there too, that you can start eating at 30 weeks, or that raspberry tea. I don't see myself doing dates. Those look nasty. They look like big old raisins or prunes, and I don't like either one of them. But we'll see, cuz we'll just have to see. My youngest, this boy hates to see me doing anything. When it comes to my kids, they are growing so much. My youngest is finally packing on some weight. He's been a thin little light thing for the longest time, but he's finally packing some weight. My boy is putting on some muscle. Everybody's like, "Oh, you're getting so fat." I'm like, "Don't call him fat. He's not getting fat. He's just putting on period, pure muscle, like he said." My oldest as well, he's getting up there in weight. Like, he's getting taller. He's starting to weigh more. He's starting to eat more. I'm trying to get him to start, and not in a bad way, but I'm also like trying to get him to start working out in the mornings, just so he can build a regimen of how to take care of himself. wake up, work out, make you a smoothie or fix you some breakfast, eat your breakfast, brush your teeth, get ready for school. Like, make those your main priorities when you get up, especially because those are just like things that I'm trying to get him to understand. Like, prioritize yourself, start thinking about stuff like that because you're just getting older. And when you get older, there's more responsibilities. You start liking girls or whatever. Like, you got to learn how to take care of your body. I even want him to start washing his face. But again, kids think they know everything. Hell, we knew everything back in the day too. So I can tell him so much. If he doesn't want to listen, then he can just have acne. Like, I even had to tell both of my kids because we went to the dentist, but I've been telling them, chill out on the sweets, stop eating so much sweet snacks. I've been stop putting like a whole bunch of fruit snacks and stuff in the house. They like to take like sneak gummies and put them upstairs and eat them and then fall asleep. Like, stop before you guys get cavities. Well, we go to the dentist last week, and my youngest had to get the needles in his gums because he had to get his cavities filled. He's like, I didn't like that. My mouth is numb. Well, you should have listened, because if you would have listened, then we wouldn't be down this road. You don't like to brush your teeth. And then when I brush your teeth for you, you feel like a baby, but you don't want to do it the right way. So if you would just listen, you would honestly not have to go through this. Like, let's be for real. You just like to eat the sweet stuff and don't like to brush your teeth, and that is your problem. Maybe if you start listening to your mom, you wouldn't have cavities, you wouldn't have to get needles in your mouth, and you'll be good. Same thing with his older brother. Like, I bet you guys will listen to me now, and he's like, yeah, I am, but we'll see. We'll see 6 months more, 6 more months down the line. Like, okay. One thing that I have been slacking on again is working out. I don't think I went at all last week. I worked out once this week, and that was an at home workout. I mean, it was a good workout, but I think, like I said, I'm going to try to get into the gym later on tonight, maybe do an upper body, tricep and chest workout or something. Just like blow off the rest of the steam and really get into the gym. Make this the second day this week, and then who knows? I might turn around and go again tomorrow and build this back up. But I'm really trying to stay as active as possible. But these like last couple of weeks just have not been it for me. Maybe I need to give myself a little bit more grace, or maybe I'm just being lazy. I don't know, but that's just something I'm trying to figure out. But I was really proud of myself for doing that at home workout yesterday. I'm gonna try to get into the gym tonight and just kind of see how that goes. And with me saying that, I kind of want to close it out with my last, little topic, which was putting me first, me over anyone and everyone. Love my kids, but that's to include them. I want to feel good about myself so I can ensure that they feel good about themselves. If I'm feeling bad or whatever, then that's just going to trickle down into me having a bad day, having bad thoughts. And then I feel like that's just going to end up me taking it out on them. And I don't want to do that. So I want to make sure that I'm really taking care of me before I'm taking care of anybody else. This isn't a part of like the taking care of me thing, but a part of it is I kind of want to write a letter to my younger self, just expressing how proud I am of myself, or I know you thought life would look like this at this age, but this is really what it looks like, and this is really what you're doing, and XYZ. I think that's something that's important to me. So I think I do really want to do that and then read it to myself in a mirror, and then just, put it somewhere where I can go back maybe 10 years and when I want to do it again in my 40s for my 30s, or my 50s for my 30s, or what have you, just to continue to see like the growth and the development that I've been through. So that's also something that I have on the agenda. My son has been raising his hand now for like the last, I don't know how long. It has not been an hour. So I'm going to chime in with him before I close this out. Please put that gum in your mouth. Nonetheless, we're going to end it there. I'm going to sign out for the night. Yes, it's nighttime here. And I think what I really need to start doing is giving you guys dates. Although the date that I start recording may not be the date that I post, but it kind of gives you guys like a general idea of when I started recording. So you can, kind of have like a gist of what my week was, or like how my week actually started, like when it actually started and the gist of that week, if that makes sense. I know I kind of just said the same thing twice. In my head, it sounded a lot better. but when I'm saying it out loud, I can't make it make sense. But as always, follow, like, support, subscribe. I am on Instagram at highly.talkative. I am on Facebook at highly talkative. You can send me emails at highlytalkative@gmail.com. Follow me on Apple Podcasts. I'm on iHeartRadio. I'm on RSS, where you can also find like different platforms that my podcasts come on. I'm soon to be on Amazon and some other platforms, but please show your love, like, support, subscribe, follow. It would greatly be appreciated. Y'all have a great one. Outskis.